today we're out at the bivouac site, and we have in front of us the TOC of the 396th Engineers. It's camouflaged up, and the person about to take us on a tour of it is Specialist Cecil, John S. Cecil. How long you been with the unit, John?
Since January of '87.
January 87 there. Are you off active duty, aren't you?
Yes, I spent 3 years regular Army.
3 years regular Army there. Okay, why don't you take us on in and let us see what you got here.
Morning, Sergeant. Do you want to take a look at our radio schematic? Or
I would like to see that. Yeah, let me see what you got here.
This is our basic radio schematic of the communications we have during this annual training exercise. As you can see, we're at the NCS Net Control Station, and this is the area where the TOC is at. We have 3 substations, which is 1st platoon, consists of 2 vehicles, 2nd platoon, which consists of 2 vehicles, and support platoon, which consists of 1 vehicle with the radio. Then we have at the center, we have our retrans relay system, and then from here we go to our Springfield, which is our work site. We can get direct communications between our net control station and the work site, and sometimes when communications is difficult, we use our retrans relay system to relay information back to the TOC, and then we write it down on our status boards, which I will show you inside.
Let me ask you a question. How far are you from your work site over in Springfield?
It's approximately 21 road miles, but we figured it's around 19 radio wave miles.
19 radio wave miles. That's a pretty good distance for the type of radios you're using, isn't it?
The radios we have, our standard, are about 25 miles
25
maximum
miles.
radius.
But you got a lot of hills, mountains here, make communication difficult at times.
Yes, plus the fact that we have to go over top of the local radio station in Bardstown.
I see. What do we have here? What is a TOC?
Our TOC is our Tactical Operations Center. It's where all the orders and messages come in and go out from.
Okay. Well, let's go on in, sort of the brain of the unit, huh?
Yeah.
How do you have your TOC set up? I see a vehicle here.
Okay, we have a communications vehicle, which is PB1. We have radio communications, and we have our SP22, which runs wireline out to our various support units, platoons more or less. We have our board status for all our events that are going on. We have our mission status board. Right now it's clear because as far as our missions, most of our energy is focused on our projects dashboard, which is our domestic action project over in Springfield.
I see.
And it's up to date on that. We're taking.
Why do you have that truck? It sets real nice there. I mean, why do you use a truck next to a tent there?
Well, our truck is our main source of power. Also, in case we're aggressed, we can move out our TOC and become more or less what you call a jump TOC.
A jump TOC.
Now, we could run our radio into here, but it's better to have it mobile. All we do is raise up the camo, disconnect our OE254, set up our whip, and hit the road and have communications there.
I see. Up here on the vehicle there, this is Sergeant Bryant, Darrell Bryant. What's your job in the unit?
I'm a 31 kilo primary, but I'm the section sergeant of the commo section. My job is to make sure that the unit has communication to various points where they're at. And I have 2 people underneath me, Specialist Cecil and Specialist Roger. Rogers today is being used as the commander's driver.
I see.
And that's about it. We have 3 people in our section.
How many radios and what type of communication equipment do you have?
We have 5 Prick 77s. Those are portable radios, backpack styles. We have 49 systems, which consist of 2 radios per vehicle to be used as a retrans system. And we have 1 46 system and 2 47s.
I see. Are you off active duty too?
I came off active duty at September 26, 1985. I joined the unit May 1st, 86, and I've been with them ever since.
I see. You've been with them a few years. Is there?
This makes my 4th annual training with the unit itself.
Well, you must be some reason you stay.
Well, I enjoy doing this, and I enjoy working with the unit and the people at the unit.
I see. What, did you do a lot of this in the active Army?
In the active Army, I've done the same thing that I'm doing right now. I operated a tactical operating center, ran landlines, and some CO drivers
I see.
driving.
You know, the type of training this unit's doing this year at annual training, I mean, does that leave y'all a lot of spare time, or, I mean, is it fairly good training for commo personnel, or how do you feel about it?
I feel like we're getting enough training, and then on our slack time, we're studying up on our common task training.
I see.
So I feel like none of our time is wasted out here.
Right. How do you operate like all your radio operators? I mean, is it just you three in the unit? You got all these other radios. How do you train the other people?
We train the other people on our regular drill dates. We set up dates that they're supposed to come to our commo cage, and we'll instruct them how to use a COI, Communication Electronic Operator Instruction Manual. And we also teach them how to install the radios into the vehicle themselves, and also to do some troubleshooting.
Some troubleshooting. Well, how do you feel this unit? I mean, you know, in relation to other units, particularly active Army, I mean, how do you feel about this unit radio-wise? Do you feel, you know, you don't get near as much training as active Army? Do you feel nearly as proficient as they?
Not bragging on my sections, but I think our section's the cream of the crop, and I've seen it's better than some of the regular Army communications people.
That's right. Well, that's good to hear. It's always good to hear.
This unit is the cream of the crop because I've seen this unit can out-soldier regular Army people.
That's always good to hear from reserve units. Especially Cecil.
Yes.
You're also, I think, understand you're going to college yourself, aren't you? What are you studying to be?
Security and loss prevention.
Yankee 19, this is Yankee 70, over.
Fire science and general business as well.
I see. You get some of your benefits from military, or?
Yes, I was on the super beat.
Information requested on
Gave me $20,000
element
for
was
college.
Delta
I see.
48, over.
That's pretty good there. So you're going to be an officer?
I'm going to attend ROTC in the
Yankee
fall.
19,
This fall.
understand that
At
that
Eastern
number
Kentucky, I think it is, isn't it?
48,
I see.
over.
Who's he talking to right now?
Yankee 70, this is Yankee 19, say again.
Right now he's in communications with the work site. He's talking to the
Bumper
maintenance
number
officer.
on
That
that
would be
vehicle
two
is
sergeant
Delta
manager.
48,
Maintenance
over.
NCO.
Well, I better let y'all get on with your task. And it's been really interesting talking
Yankee
with you.
70 out.
Thank you.